Hebrews 12, he says, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin which so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. And then notice the next part. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, not on the witnesses. Fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. That word author, is the word archegos. Archegos is the Greek word for champion, prince, the person who is your Savior. And so here, he's saying in this, when he says this to us in Hebrews chapter 12, he's saying, who is your champion? Jesus. Fix your eyes on him. He's your champion, not on the heroes. We see the heroes. We appreciate the heroes. We can learn from them. But he says our champion is Jesus. Our champion is Jesus. And what he did is imputed to us. Just like what David does is imputed to the children of Israel. God sent the ultimate David, Jesus Christ. And he came not in strength, he came in weakness. He came as a baby. And he did not save us in spite of his weakness, but through his weakness, through his humanity. By becoming a human being, he became weak and saved us through that. He did not save us from physical death like David did, but saved us from eternal death. He did not save us at the risk of his life, but at the cost of his life. He went into the ultimate valley of death and became our champion. Which leads to an interesting thought. Our God is courageous. He became human and vulnerable and needed courage. And what is courage? Remember, courage is facing your deepest nightmares, your deepest fears, and doing the right thing anyway. And when Jesus walked into the Garden of Gethsemane, what does it say? He was shocked when he realized what was next. He knew it was coming, but now as a man, and it says, he cries out, God, is there any way to do this differently? Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. Interestingly, he echoes what his mother prayed 30-something years earlier. Not my will, your will. And so what did he do? He faced his greatest fears and did the right thing anyway to save us, to be our champion. So bravery and courage over the long haul doesn't come by inspiration and emulation, not by saying, I want to be like David. This is the story of a champion, someone who takes our place. And Jesus was brave in my place. And God now imputes that to me and delights in me, get this, as if I was his champion. He delights in me as if I was his champion, because the righteousness of Jesus Christ has been imputed to my account. When he sees me, he sees Jesus. When he sees you, he sees Jesus, and he delights in you like he delights in Jesus. Think of the joy that is wrapped up in that. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the presence of enough joy, of enough love, of enough contentment that fear loses its power to intimidate me. We see that here. Fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who, for the joy set before him, endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. The joy set before him.